Up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome back, all tarnished players, characters. Hope you guys are having a good week. We are back with some Elden Ring gameplay for our Godrick Soldier Challenge run. I tried to make it as far as I could over the last day and a half during my free time, and we are actually making our way through Stormvale Castle right now. We're getting fairly decently through it. Still got a bit to go. But we are almost on to new content since the character reset. Let's see, I came here to pick up. Oh, these are 4K a piece here. Here I was thinking they were going to be 2K. I need one to get into an area of Stormvale Castle because I need to pick up some things for my build. So we're going to go try and sell some stuff and hope I can raise enough to do so. Otherwise, we might need to level a little bit. Let's take a look here. I don't think this is going to cut it. Oh, we can sell 9 of those. Okay, I don't really want to sell those or my rune arcs. I'm about 900 shy, but I think I have a way to deal with that. So, let's see where we are in the castle. Rampart Tower. We've done a little bit of the rooftop. I went and got the Claw Talisman. And I am at the Scion right now, which means I'm about to get the hood that I wanted. Those of you know what I'm talking about that have gotten it before. We're going for the Crimson Hood. I feel like it's just going to look absolutely stupid, legit, with this Godrick build we got going. So here's the Scion, and I'm pretty positive this guy's going to give us over 1k runes. I'd be shocked otherwise. So let's pop our strength pot. We cannot summon here. I'm going to let him just kind of come down this way, make a turn, and I'm going to try and get a Storm Stomp in there and get a chunk, and hopefully get a heavy attack. I doubt I'm going to get to pull off both, but we'll try. So here we go. Little chunk. And I just wasn't close enough to land that heavy. Probably because I also wasn't even targeting him. There's one. Try and get a medium. Nope, that ain't going to work. Roll out, medium. Yep. Roll side. Alright, block. I'm going to try and do a Storm Stomp, but let's pop a pot because he's going off a little bit. Too far out. No, this did not work. Try again. There it is. Oh, that's going to hurt. Let's get behind a pillar. Let him come here. And we're going to try and work around it and get in a heavy. There it is. Nope. Can't get locked on. That was a waste. And now we're going to have to pop our last pot and hope we can pull this off. So we're going to Storm Stomp. I don't even think we landed. No, we did. But here's a heavy. Nope. He got me first. We're probably just going to die here. Go for heavy. Yo, let's go on the last pot too. Cool, cool. Alright, so we reset. Let me pop this. There we go. I just need to get my bearings. Grab the staunchings. And we're going to head back upstairs to get our pots and shit back. Oh, that's the Emperor, actually. Wrong one. Where did we come in? Might have been down here. Oh, let me pull up my chat. Sorry, guys. I completely blanked on that. Might have people in there talking. There we go. My apologies if anybody was in here chatting it up. I just completely forgot to pull up the chat there. Alright, so we are just finding our bearings here to get out of this area. This room. I don't know why this thing confuses me. It really shouldn't. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Alright, so now we can go get the stone word key. Stone sword key. From the hold, but I'm going to go ahead, hit Grace. Alright. So yeah, let's go to round table hold. Go grab that key, even though it's an arm and a leg and I really don't feel like spending 4K on it. I think there's another one in the castle that you can do as well, which means I'm going to have to save up another 4K. That really, honest to God, sucks. But it is what it is. So I was able to equip our second talisman of the build after beating Margit when I started up. We got our axe talisman on, so now we got green turtle going for the stamina recovery. Axe talisman, so now our charge attacks hit harder. And then claw talisman will be next, but as you guys know, I'll need the talisman pouch from Renala to equip that one. So it's going to be a minute because that's at the end of the lakes. So let's go down here. We're going to get our hood, and we are going to go ahead and open up that imp door. And I can't even remember. I think I'm getting the whatever that affinity is that allows you to swap your weight to heavy when you equip an Ash of War. So it's something that allows you to do that. It's a whetstone. Yeah, it's like iron whetstone, I believe, is what we're getting from that room. There might be something else, too. Alright, so there we go. That's going to get us our hood. Lump of flesh. Hood should be here. Yahtzee. And just a golden rune. So if we go here... Oh, yeah. Let's go, right? Like, how sleek is that? Kind of a little weird having the red cape over the green and red, but I just feel like that completes the look pretty well. Cool, cool. So she does have a nickname now. Don't know if you guys have heard, but you guys really, really liked one of my shorts this week. So 2 of them were meh. Not like, I think a couple get double-digit views, and then the other one is going on like 1.2K. And I was like, what the hell? But apparently, my buddy was watching it. He's like, dude, you see that guy's health bar? And I was like, I didn't even pay attention. But I guess when I was on a boss in Murkwater Catacombs. There's the Iron Whipblade. And I did Storm Stomp, and it took like a third of his health away. And I guess that's where a lot of the likes came from. So it was pretty cool. So yeah, we came up with a name for her alter ego for the streaming and for the shorts, and that is going to be shoot, what did we call her? Lady Lordsworn Chonks-a-lot. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? So that was pretty clever. All right, let's see what we got left. Now we can backtrack this way, but the roof, when we complete the rest of it, will bring us down here. I mean, so let's just knock it out. That way we can hurry up and get to Godrick and get back to the outdoor part of this place, do the courtyard. We got to get the giant to break the statue so we can get our smithing stones. We may even head back to Round Table at some point here because I think we're getting close on smithing stones for next upgrade. And that'll be huge for Godrick if we can pull a +1, at least one more on our weapon here. I don't think we can open this yet. Yeah, I didn't think we had the key. So, and this is one of those necros. Man, I tell you what, though, these guys are so much easier with this build. I say that I'm going to die right here, guys, but... So, Storm Stomp is just really broken versus these dudes. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to get my ass kicked because I talk shit, right? So, I can't even orient because I can't lock on. Yeah, I'm going to die. Let's just go with that. Let's reset here. Holy shit. What a fail. Alright, here we go. This is what I mean. And now we can heavy, except he's going to get me. Alright, I suck, guys. he beats me to the heavy because I'm too slow. We're just going to do another Storm Stomp because that's really how I kill these guys now. So block there. Now we'll do our own. There we go. Okay, that was way harder than I wanted it to be because I got in too close on the Storm Stomp and he was able to get the swing in before I was. Yeah, that was just awful, to be 100% honest. I'm trying to remember where this area takes me, but I can never memorize Stormvale. It's just way too big, and there are way too many areas you can explore. So if any of you guys have mad props, like I just kind of go wherever I see an area that looks interesting. All right, so that gets us back in the window where we just killed the Necro. And then this is that part where we're always like, we don't know whether or not if we jump down, we die here. I really don't think we do if we're full health. But I think it also just is going to depend on your vigor. I really would like to, because again, as I mentioned last time, this takes us down to the front of the keep, which unlocks the other grace point. Kind of nice. There are some other doors in some other rooms you can kind of check out down here as well, which means obviously different items and things like that. So generally I just don't do it because this puts us further back, and then we have to come back to the Rampart Tower and go out to that courtyard battle all over again and stuff. But I do like having these grace points. How many pots am I on? I'm on 2. So this is the other good part, right? Let's do this. Let's go full health. And we're just going to see here, so that way you guys will know too. Do we die? I'm going to try and hit ledge. We do. Okay, cool. Very cool, very cool, very cool. So it was worth the look. I'm sure that ledge doesn't exist for no reason. Like, there's a way to get there. Not sure how many runes I had there. It's not a lot because we just bought that stone sword key. And that was 4K, and that pretty much set me back to like 800, I believe. And kind of retrace steps. Bad part is I'm going to have to refight that stupid friggin' Necro dude. Let's see here. Try and make it quick. I'm not even going to bother fighting the lesser enemies. I'll probably have to deal with the exiles, but I'm not going to fight the guys at the fireplace and all the other bullshit. I just want to get back to that spot and pick up whatever runes we did have. Alright, so let's see if we can do him correct this time, right? Okay, there we go. Missed the second swing. We're getting the stagger that we wanted. Let him swing block counter. There we go. Exile. Didn't even see you there. Cool. He's nice and easy. So yeah, when you do it correctly, that's how it's supposed to work with Storm Stomp. Alright, so then we came out here. We didn't jump there. We jumped down here. We came around. Went up on the ledge. So, okay, I thought maybe we could drop down there, but that's just the... Oh, hello. Didn't expect him there. Got it, though. Alright, let's get our runes back. So I'm just looking real quick because I want... There's got to be a part, and I'm not going to jump again. Like, I don't really care enough to try and figure this out right now. But I'd be shocked if there's not a... Now, the other part is if we look... My vigor is 21. I feel like you want to be like 20 from what I understand for this place, so... Oh, but look at this, too. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever seen that. So that takes us back up to the rooftops. Okay. And then it looks like we've already been... Wait, is he? Oh, no, he's alive. So we haven't been down here. Where does that lead? Oh, that leads to the pit where we get the Crimson Hood, so we don't want to go back there either. Is this going to take us to the courtyard? Because we do need to do that. Takes us to the Necro. Yeah, I'm a little disoriented. So I said I just don't have this place memorized. So let's not do that. Let's just take the ladder and continue on our way we normally know how to go and not get lost in here and be sitting in here for another hour just trying to figure it out. So, alright, we did the necro part. We did all that stuff. Probably missed some of the rooftop areas this go round, but I got all the important things that I came for. So, to be honest, who cares? Probably missing out on some mats. Things like that. Alright, so then this should take us back down. Let's see. I'm going to turn on my lights. There we go. Golden runes. What area of the outdoor are we in now? Okay, this is the necromancer dude. Great. Oh boy. Yep. Yeah, dead. Cool. Lose a couple thousand runes. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken him on head on like that, but my Storm Stomp didn't even register or connect, which, insane. Literally, I was standing right in front of him. So, alright, well that's how that rolls. We're just going to take the 2,000 rune loss, because I don't need anything. Oh, Rajier is down there. God damn it. Dude, sometimes this game's tilting. So, yeah, I do want to unlock Rajier. Or Roger. I don't know how you guys pronounce them. I do the IER shit. I don't really care about the runes, but I do want to unlock the things that I need to unlock. And I could just go up and do the rooftops a different... Actually... Yep. We'll drop down on him. That's what we'll do. That's the way you're usually supposed to take him on, so you don't get him head on. You can actually sneak in behind him. And that's just by coming up here and doing the rooftops this way. Now, I've already kind of explored this area and done the starting part to the rooftop. So I'm just going to kill these guys and try and burn through here. At least the initial part. Might be another exile here. Nope. Alright. We're just going to kill this dude and drop down. One guy's probably going to... Yep, he sounded the horn, so we got to move. They're going to start throwing shit at me. Alright, there we go. We got around. We're good. So we got the bird here. Watch us die to this fucking thing, too. God, I fucking hate birds so goddamn much. Nothing connects. They hit everything. They dive bomb, they use fire, they use their talons, block counters don't work. Like, literally, I'm gonna use all my pots fighting one motherfucking bird. This is the dumbest shit ever. Wow. Oh my god, dude. Every single pot gone. That's frustrating. That is absolutely frustrating. Alright, so we got a couple of ways we can get down here. Let's do it like this. I don't even know exactly where we are, to be honest. I think we fight this necro first. Yeah, great. Another necro, and I have 0 pots. That's just amazing. I think this one I usually try and take care of the exile first. Get a stagger. Cool. Can I get some pots back? Probably not. Back here. Oh, can't get in there, can we? Nah. We can drop down there. Check it out. I mean, we're probably gonna reset our pots anyway, so like, why not? Please tell me that's not the imp statue. Oh my god, this game tonight right now. Holy shit. That is to bring us back up, to reset. What a waste of, like, what? Probably 20 minutes so far. Just fucking around in Stormvale, making barely any progress. I really need to, like, use a map / walkthrough for this thing next time, because I'm just awful at it. Yeah, like I said, we wanted to drop down the Necro. I didn't even get to the part because, one, that bird screwed me up. Then we see an area on the way down we don't usually take. Sides, get distracted. So at this point, I'm just kind of over it. I think really all we have to do there is kill a Necro. I'm just going to take the rune loss, call it a day, and say let's just go do the next part of everything. And keep it moving through the castle. Let's just feel like we just keep retracing our steps, so... Let's actually do something different. That takes us back up. Don't need to do that. Thought there were some guys down here we do need to kill. But I'm not seeing... there is that up there. Duh. Let's go grab this real quick. Kill him. And can we even get across there? That's just rope. We can get across over here. There we go. Alright, believe this is courtyard battle. It is time for the fun stuff. Let's go. Oh shit, that is not a great idea. So, can't use my summons yet. Not the one I want. There we go. We gotta swap that out. So the guy that I need to cast, he costs like 100. And I don't have that much FP yet. So we gotta wait on him. So we'll use our standard wolves here. Let them kind of start going to get aggro, come through. And just slowly pull a few of these cats. I don't like pulling too many here. There's one behind us. Come around, work this backside more. I usually work back to front in this fight. Of course he would fucking hit a wind attack on me as I'm trying to block, wind up for another guy. I'm being double teamed right now. This sucks. With arrows being shot, I'm dead. Somehow survived that crap. Can't even do block attacks against these guys. Unless I just completely suck at block counters. I feel like their attack off the second swing when I block it is just too fast. I also think my wolves just died stupid quick, and that's why these guys are all stacked on me. Crazy, because like I think they're already +2. I think we might be able to get through this, thankfully. Problem is, then I'm not going to be able to summon them on the mini-boss, because we've already summoned. Yeah, cool. At least my health and magic should get full here once we kill everything. Alright, let's pick everything up. We did manage to get through it, so that's something. Hey, I got a block counter against an exile. Let's go. You gonna give me my house? Nope. There must be another enemy up still somewhere. Because it decided not to fill up my pots. Rude. Apparently there's like some other secret area. Is this it? This might be where you... Yeah, I think this is where we use the imp statue. I read about this. Yep. I've never been down here. I always miss this. Not even 100% sure what drops you get, and I'm gonna die to rats? No. That would have felt incredibly bad. And again, I don't think we're even gonna have enough runes, right? Because 2862. Alright. Here's the problem. I'm gonna have to do the courtyard again to come get this. Because if I pour it out, everything's gonna respawn. Unless there's somewhere inside here I can go to find a stone sword key. So that's... we probably just come back to this and come grab it now that we know it's in the courtyard. I said I read about that yesterday, and I was like, there's no way there's a place. Like, I've combed that area so many times. Yada, yada. Yep. Literally just right behind the door. So I said, like, you really do gotta look. If you're not combing through different areas, you're just gonna miss so much in this game. Alright, so we did that. Now we gotta do the other side. Yeah, I feel like, for sure, there's a stone sword key somewhere in the next few spots that we're hitting. But I could be wrong, so... Now that would have been amazing if that was it, but no such luck. Alright, so here's the mini, and yeah, well, hold on. Pop magic. It's a summonable area, but again, I think if I were to use them, it's not going to allow me to do it. That sucks. So we have another option too. We could just go grab the grace point and come back anyway. And we'll just literally like run over to that imp thing real quick and not fight the next time. Like when we finish everything, we'll just go do it real quick. I do want to like check some of these offshoots. Alright, that just leads back up. Okay, can't open from that side. Yeah. So we're going to go get the stone sword key. We're going to do this last before we get to Godrick. We're actually starting to get a lot closer now. Let's go ahead to round table, pick up a stone sword key for that door. Purchase stone sword. Got it. Okay. Back to the left side chamber. Alright, so next I feel like we're going to go ahead. Actually, we're not going to take out this mini because I'm wondering if he'll just fight the giant when I bring the giant down to him. That's kind of the play I'm going to make. And I'm going to wait till the giant and all those guys are down here, and then I'm going to use my summons. Alright, you know what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you right now. Nope, that was a really stupid mistake on my part. That was like, oh my god, is that like the 4th time I've died since I've been on stream? Like, Jesus Christ. Fuck, man. This is not my night on here. This is just ugly play. Feel like I'm not doing anything right. So, alright, if we're gonna do that, right, let's commit. So, like, we should have been starting on this shit. Alright. Here we go. Now we actually have potential to do some work here. You make sure. Yep, there it is. Hit him with the barrage. There's the blood loss. That's what we were going for. Now we gotta do is just finish. Just get one swing, bro. Just get one swing. Oh my god, bro. I should have just shot him again. I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. I just lost fucking runes again. Jesus fucking Christ. There's the blood loss. Why can't I shoot anymore? Endurance. There. Fucking die. That's literally the only thing I'm doing against these goddamn birds anymore. Like, fuck these things, man. There's the blood loss. Boom. That is exactly how we're dealing with them from now on. I don't care if I go through fucking 40 arrows. I really don't give a shit. Like, fuck those goddamn birds, dude. Seriously, like, fuck them hard. Fuck them. If you're watching this, fuck them. God damn, they might be one of my fucking least liked enemies in this goddamn game. Fucking tilting me tonight, bro. Oh my god, they're tilting me. Alright, 74, and I think I have like fucking 60 or 70 in stock after that. So, have like 130. I farmed some last night in a few different spots in Limgrave and Weeping Peninsula. I'll show you guys my arrow farm for blood arrows if you're interested. You know, just kind of give me a heads up if you think that's cool, and if so, I'll head over there and show you guys. So obviously we're doing this shit because we're getting the summons for the fucking Godrick fight, because fuck Godrick too.
Who do we have here? Tarnished, are you?
I'm not tilted tonight, man. I'm good. Don't worry about me, guys. I'll be fine.
Warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godrick's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godrick, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight.
Cool. So she wants us to call upon her. We certainly will. Is this a golden seed? Let's go. Let's go. Maybe we can get another pot here. That would be amazing to have an extra pot against Godrick. I thought there was like an alleyway. Yeah, here it is. Can't remember what the hell's in the alleyway, but just in case there's an alleyway off of here, there's not. Dude, the smithing stones. Let's go. Alright, so this is the part where we bait this bro. So let's bait him. We're not going to summon yet. Alright. Let's take him where we need to take him. I don't know if you guys watched this last time, but basically you bait him because there's a statue down here you need him to break. And in that statue are our favorite things, smithing stones. So we'll let him... I'm hoping he's going to fight the mini-boss. That'll be hilarious. I can't see them not fighting. So, like, let's just bring him down here. And we're going to summon when we get down here. Except here's a problem, right? Like, we don't even have what we need. Let's go down here. Okay. Summon. Alright, alright, alright. Let's come over here. Right here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh, shit. Now we get the Omen Killer on us. We probably just die, and I hit the wrong goddamn pot. He did break the statue. That's money. Trying to deal with this Omen, dude. That's not good. Now we got them both on us. Fight, fight, fight. Do it. Okay, he's down. Trying not to pull these fucking exiles, man. Let's take a reprieve. There we go. Alright, so we were... What the hell is this? Okay. I thought a giant followed me in, bro. It's just one of the exiles that got pulled. Fine by me. Alright, so now we need to grab these smithing stones and fucking beeline for the grace point. So that's what we're doing here. Alright, let's go, let's go. There it is. Roll. Fuck, we're stuck. We can't get under him. There we go. Alright, now we gotta do is get to the grace point. He is gonna respawn. Doesn't matter. We're gonna run past him anyway. There is another way to get where I want to. Oh my god, we didn't go to the grace point. Because the grace point's down here. But yeah, there is another way to get past him. I just can't remember what path brings you there. And I'm not trying to figure all that shit out. But the good part is, boom. Let's see here. 5 and 2. I think that'll be fine. I don't think we want to do 4-3 yet. Not going to level. I think this is the point I kind of also, before I forget, want to run past the exiles and hit the imp statue. I'm already here. Already got, yeah, we're going to do it. So, Omen Killer respawns. We're just going to head to the back. Hope we pull as few as possible. Rats will still be here. Dogs, that's wonderful. Cool, cool. Yep. Come on, come on, come on. Go, go, go. Hopefully no enemies. Pop. Let's go. Some kind of... Oh, the Godslayer seal. That's why we were fucking coming here. That can be utilized because it is from Stormveil. Although really the only thing we're going to use the Dragon Communion seal, but it's good to have. And then Godskin Prayer Book. Okay. But again, that kind of goes outside our playstyle, or not playstyle, but the rules, because technically we have to turn that in at Round Table or one of the other sorks. Yo, this is how we drop down, and we found the next area. Let's go. We finally figured out how to do it. That one where we jumped down earlier and died. Check this shit out, boys. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick. Alright, so, reason why this is important. We're going to start getting shot with ballistas. At least I thought we were. There it is. Yep, yep. Boom. Oh my god, we didn't just do that. No, we didn't. That's about the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, how do we just run off? So right now we're going to have to do the imp statue area again, but we're not going to fight. We're just going to run through. I want that grace point. That's happening. Makes it easier to get to the divine tower. There's shit at the gate. There's like 3 drops inside the gate you can pick up right there. So yeah, they're going to summon 850,000 enemies here between these rats, those exiles, everything else. So fuck it, we're just running. Just keep running. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Pop the chest. We're good there. This time we know there's a fucking hole. Also, I was just checking there, because who knows. Drop down. We're going to try and not trigger very much here. So that way we're not feeling scrambled as we're hitting over. Now, I also want to check this back corner, because, alright, I say that wouldn't surprise me. It did some crazy shit, put something really important there. Alright, yep, that's going to happen. This is going to hit us. Oh, dear Lord, motherfucking Christ. Jesus, what is going on with this shit tonight? Literally, side skirt, everything. And, oh my god. Stagger, stagger, dead. This is the most I have died playing this game, potentially fucking ever. Like, I don't even know. I just fucking am terrible fucking tonight. I'm terrible. I'm also just trying to get caught back up to where the fuck we were, and it's stressing me out fucking trying to speed run Stormvale here. Well, this definitely isn't speed running, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I'm trying to go quick. And I'm trying to get everything I can get. Just fucking, there's the ballista. Right. Okay, cool. I call fucking bullshit on that, but whatever. Yep. Right. Okay, that's realistic. Alright, at least this will turn off the ballistas. And now we don't have to worry about them. Alright. So, let's see what is through the door here. Because I don't recall. Just this. Commoner's simple garb. Okay. And then we can drop back down. We're not doing that. So, through here. Do not fall in the hole. Over here. Let's see if there's anything on this side. Can we get to the gate from here? Without dying. I don't know if I want to risk it, but I really don't want to trigger the ballistas, right? And the grace is right here. So honestly, who the fuck cares? Like, we can actually just go back to the grace. Oh my god, how did they see me, bro? Seriously right now, how did they see that? And now I can't even grace, I don't think? No, because I can't press map. Jesus Christ, man. We're just gonna die. Play human pinball. Wow. Okay. Got there. Now, we're going to fucking get some points. We are going to go level up our sword before the Godrick fight. Half tempted to level my summons as well if I have the stuff, because my other summons actually take Ghost Glovewort and not the regular. So I'm not wasting them, and my summons are a little bit stronger for this fight. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Nada, nada. Yeah, 5,100 out of 78. Thought we'd squeeze a level out, but no dice. Alright, let's go level up the weapon at least, because that is important. Maybe we can level it up twice. Bro, if we can get twice, like, I feel like we're in a really good spot. I do want to see if we have the Glovewort to do our summons. Let's see. We did I not level that? That makes a lot of sense. Well, now the wolves are +2. Let's see if we have the Ghost Glovewort for our actual summons we're going to be using long term. We do. Banished Knight Engvall. Nah, yeah, we were. Ooh. I think we said we are going to do Banished Knight Engvall. So that's one. Cannot do them a second time because we're just a little shy on creds. Runes. Talk to Homeboy though, and did we pick up anything else we can sell? Sure. That's pretty much it. So not really enough, but here we go. The important part. So right now, Misbegotten's at 4. Lord Sworn is at... no, Misbegotten's 3. This is to take it to 4. This is at 5 to take it to 6. So they're both on Smithing Stone 2, which means we do the sword first. Misbegotten second. We can do Misbegotten again. And now we are on Smithing Stone 3 for our Lord Sworn. It is a +6. Bow's +5. So that does help. It does matter for the Godrick fight. So now all we got to do is basically make it past Giant. And then we are pretty much at Godrick. I don't think we found this key yet. Nah, I didn't think we did. So I do believe we got to get past the bird again, but we learned our lesson with that. Onto the bow, right? There's the blood loss. Ran out of endurance there. This is why I need to pick up the endurance a little bit. Alright, so we know there's another bird. Get the blood loss. Boom. And just ran out of endurance. There it is. Definitely going to be farming some arrows tomorrow. I feel like I probably used like 50 fucking arrows just to deal with these birds in here. Now the giant, I just honestly don't feel like dealing with, so I'm going to run past. There is another area, but I'm actually going to hit the Grace up here. Watch us not even make it through. Watch us just die. Good part we get in the hallway and the giant can't chase us, so there we go. Grace. And reset. Cool. And now we just got one spot right over here to do. This, I believe, is an Art of War, and then we have the pots up here we need to handle. I'm just going to whiff. He's probably going to get away. Nope. Leading us right into the pots, though, like an asshole. There we go. Alright, so yeah, that plus to the weapon feels really good, because now we're pretty much just two-tapping everything. For the most part. Oh, there's the... Yep, that's the big jar, and now he has me in a corner. Okay. There we go. Let's just pot here to be safe, and we'll do us two on the top. There we go. Thought that would chunk a lot more. The only thing I'll say about Lord Sworn that I am not a fan of. This weapon has a very long wind-up time. Whether it's short swing, long swing, you know, for heavies, all that shit. That, I think, is why I'm taking as much damage as I'm taking as opposed to some of the faster weapons I used. Because it just takes a minute to swing. And it really is some growing pains with that, trying to get used to, like, the longer swing with it. Alright, so that's all that. I don't believe... But I do want to see how these are interconnected real quick. That's like, I want to know what room this is. Okay. So that... And I'm not sure exactly what platform it lifts to, but honestly, I'm not going to waste all that time. I was just curious how this connected to everything else. Trying to get better at learning this place, because as you guys seen tonight, like, I don't know this place for shit. Like, I just get lost so easily. I'm sure it's kind of been like a bit of a turn off all night long, and I do apologize. I wish I was a little bit better at knowing Stormvale, but alas, I am not. We're just not even close. Not even sure why I checked that. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to need to summon wolves, which are not going to be incredibly strong versus Mr. Godrick here. Let's go ahead and summon Nefeli, because she is clutch in this fight. We are going to want... I feel like we want to save the strength pot for round 2. Or for phase 2. So I want to be on my magic because after we summon wolves, we need to get that back, and then we need to quickly switch. Alright, so let's do that. Let's get down to our health pot. Here we go. Usually he does like a little swing here. You just get underneath him. Yep, there we go. Do a medium to start out. Block. Looked like he was coming for us initially. Do a heavy. Roll. Another heavy. Oh, I forgot he had a stomp there. I'm glad he didn't do the second part of the stomp because I would have been cooked if he did that. Okay, he is targeting the Felly and the wolves there. Let's do a stomp. And we just whiffed. I just got to the right side of him and it just didn't connect. So we'll try another one here. Nope. Not sure why we didn't get it, but I'm really going to have to pot a second time this early. My storms are not hitting strongly. Oh boy. Yep. Heavy. Okay. Storm. Okay. I did not think he swung there, but apparently he does. Pot, and now we got 2 left, which kind of sucks. Roll through these. Cool. Let's get under here. Block. Roll. Couple good attacks there. Roll out. Cool. Let's see what he does here. He's going to throw the flames. He's rolling me. Is Nepheli dead? Holy shit, she is. So we're just... Oh no, she's not. Not even close. Ouch. Oh, we're dead. Yep, got caught in his stomp. I just didn't see that coming. That was a poor read on my part. I was trying to grab a couple of heavies real quick, do a storm stomp, and got stomped in the process. So I think weapon is a little weak for this fight right now, just based on what I saw. We might try and pepper him with some arrows to get bleed proc in both stage 1 and stage 2. That might be able to help. So I think actually that is how we are going to start. And I also didn't pop my strength pot in the second phase, so that's a thing. But yeah, let's start on bow this time. Let's go ahead and summon. Let's go ahead and hit our pot. And be on health. And let's pepper him. Just trying to get a bleed proc here. There's one. Ah, I keep forgetting I'm not on shield when I do that. Alright, let's get another bleed proc here. Oh, there it is. That's what we were looking for. Roll out. Oh my god! I must have been out of endurance. And now I'm just dead. Oh my god, dude. I can't get onto my fucking shield. That was just poor. Alright, I did connect there. Man, I'd really need to get better about swap. Let's pop a pot and roll through that. Swap to bow. Let's get strength potion. How the fuck did his stomp hit me way back here? And yeah, because I knew he was going to target me. He was literally rolling her. I want to get a storm here. And I just whiff. Try again. Oh, well, that... Man, I'm terrible. I did not have any magic. So that's why we weren't getting the storm stomp. Heavy. Or he'll just turn on me. There we go. And we'll be down to our last pot. Storm Stomp. That's a good one. Heavy. Let's go. I don't want to use the last pot yet. Oh, we're going to get caught in that, aren't we? No, we were outside. Now we got to pop because now it's me and him. We're going to storm. Yo, did we get the stun to end it? Get chonked, big boy! No! Oh, bro, it's me versus him 1-1 for the final. And yeah, he got me. Oh my god, I rolled right into that. I should have rolled back. I was trying to roll through to get a hit. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. So let's remember to swap off weapon when we want to use our shield. Because, you know, that's helpful. So let's pop our... We're going to do the strength pop for fucking phase 1, dude. Like, we need to get some chonk. Is he coming for me? Cool. Let's roll back out. Right, now we need to get further out. You know what I just realized? I'm a fucking idiot. Who did we forget, guys? There's a bleed proc. We have no fucking Nepheli, dude. That was the stupidest fucking shit I ever did. Yeah, okay. Yep. Just couldn't get out in time. I completely forgot Nepheli. That was really stupid on my part. I thought I went in there a little too friggin' quick. So we are on attempt number 4 on Godrick. Got really cocky the time before last, and fucking that's what I get for getting overconfident in that fight. Alright, so once again, Beyond Magic for after we summon wolves. We are going to do the strength pot in phase 1. I think it worked out better that time. Okay, magic. Let's get our shit back. Let's pop strength. Let's swap bow, try and get a bleed proc. He's going to come for them. Okay. Am I really out of arrows? Oh my god, bro. That's literally impossible. Like, I had 160 maybe coming into Stormveil. I guess I used that many. Iframes, suck it. Let's go, dude. That was a solid phase 1. Let's make sure that we're on him. How the fuck, bro? See, I feel like when the game senses you're doing well, it's like, let me throw some bullshit at him that he can't stop. Just to even things out. And we're going to get hit by the big stomp here, so let's just try and block it. Alright, cool. A storm stomp. Get chunked, big boy!
Of all that is
Let's go!
and one day we'll return
We
together.
only used one fucking pot in that one. Let's go, dude. Let's go! Even though they're worth 0. Pick him up anyway. Get out of here! He done. Revenge! And just like that, I feel like... Wait, is that like... I mean... Lady Lordsworn here, her story's over? It's just a... No, it's not over. We're gonna keep going, boys. So let's see. Vigor is 20. Okay, well, we need to get Faith to 15 for the Dragon Seal and the Dragon Fire. But I also want Endurance up because I want to equip different armor a little bit differently here. It's a little too heavy right now. So we need Faith, we need Endurance. Everything else can kind of wait. But we need Mind to cast our other... Actually, yeah, we're going to go Mind right now. I need Mind to actually cast the summons that I want. And we are going to cast Cash the Remembrance in because we're not using any of his shit.
Oh,
So,
he got what he would tell you though. He hadn't.
alright, I wonder if we... Alright, so we can just purchase here. Anything. Bandit Garb. Nah, we're good with this shit. He does not have a cell. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark Godrick Big Dead. Did we mark Margit Big Dead? We did. Cool. Let's go sell the Remembrance, because, again, I'm not using the Godrick Axe and or his Fire Monk / style weapon. Not a fan. Not necessary. So...
Now, those are of a challenger who's felled her mark. Fine and well.
Alright, let's see here. Sell. Remembrance. Actually, also that. And now we should be able to do a little bit more, but we wanted to level up the summons because we didn't have the cash last time. Let's go to... It was him, right? Yep, Ingval. +2. We need more ghosts to level him further. And now, I don't know... Let me see if my FP is 100 yet. My FP is 78. How is that even possible? Damn. Thought it was a little bit higher. So I guess we're going to have to keep plugging away into Mind to raise that FP up higher. We didn't get any new stones, so let's just go do a Grace Point. My go-to is usually the Church of Ella and Limgrave here. And level up. So what is the increase? We go to 82. We go to 85. Jesus, man, how high am I going to have to jack this to cast this, dude? That's sacrificing some serious points to play him. Cost 100 to cast him. It's, wow. So we're getting, on average, 3 to 4 points per level. That's going to cost another 5 or 6 levels. Level 43, level 44 before we can get points into anything. Luckily, Vigor is in a good spot. Endurance is solid. Strength is fine, although I would like to get it higher. Faith needs to come up 3. Man, it's a tough ask for stats to cast this dude, but I really want him because I hear he's really good. And I just think thematically he goes really well with my character here. Although, wait, we have the Godrick summons. We don't need to change it, and it's more thematic, I feel like, to use them. You know what? I think we're just going to do that. We're going to keep them. Let's swap him back. Yeah, let's go back to the Godrick soldiers. They're only 54. I just feel like he's way too much. Just way too much. That'd be cool to have him, but have another banished knight to fight alongside me. It just seemed pretty thematic. But then again, the Godrick soldiers are just as thematic. So now we can invest points in other areas that we really need. So let's go for the faith. At least one. I want endurance to come up one for armor. And then we're really close to get another faith point. We only need 2 more faith at that point. And I think we can just keep mind at 10. I mean, really, all we're using it for is for barrage for certain enemies and for our storm stomp. That being said, how many arrows? Wow, man, we just went through all of them. All of them. That's insane. Although, I thought we had some in storage, though. We went through our whole storage. That's nuts, dude. Nuts, I say. And none of these are fletched. Well, so I am farming arrows tomorrow for sure. That's still heavy, huh? I gotta get endurance up at least maybe another point. Yeah. I want to put on the Banished Knight gauntlets. Although they are silver. And these are a little more gold. Maybe we'll just keep those. That way we don't need to worry about endurance anymore right now. I feel like we're kind of in a good spot with endurance. So I kind of wanted it, but is it worth throwing another point when I need 2 in faith? Not right now. If we run into trouble, we'll do it. If we need to get higher level armor and shit. Alright, so that concludes all of Storm Hill, Limgrave, the entirety of that, and Weeping Peninsula. Here's a good way to end stream. Let's go kill this invader, unlock K-Lid real quick. Get some runes, and maybe be able to level up at the Grace Point in K-Lid. I think we have another death route. Maybe we haven't turned in yet, but I mean, not really important. We're not really using it for our build. I'm wondering if on the next stream, on Sunday, if I want to try and go get the Dragon Communion Seal and fight the dragon. I think that the sword's probably doing decent enough. We took some nice chunks out of Godrick on that last phase 2 there. I think that horseback, we might be able to solve that issue. So, we might go for it. Alright, so we're going to get invaded here. Unlock the church. It usually spawns right here. Maybe we can get, there it is. God, I love iframes. Let's get a nice medium. She's going to do wild strikes. We're going to wait for her to be sapped of endurance. Storm. And dodged it. Heavy. Nope. This is kind of a chess match, huh? Medium. Regular. And heavy. Oh, she got that off just in time, bro. Medium? Yep. Regular? Not happening. Endurance low. Come back. Storm Stomp. Iframes. Negative. Block never happened. She's gonna... Oh, wow. She didn't even finish her move there. Medium? Yahtzee. Cool. Invader down. Sacred Scorpion Charm. Get our health pots back. Unlock the Grace Point. And now we have K-Lid unlocked. And cookbooks. Technically, these are not in the zone to be able to be used. And then again, like I said, we're not really crafting. So here, end of stream just for the giggles since I need stuff anyway. And let's see here. Perfect. One more faith, guys, and then we can actually use Dragonfire when we get it. Let's go. Much better mood this late in stream, huh? You know, and we actually accomplished something. Farming arrows. This is a 3-spot process. So, the first spot, we have 2 options to get there. I think this one's just a little bit faster. So you're going to go to the coastal cave. And this is for blood arrows. If you want to do fletched blood arrows. Like I said, I farm everything in these first 3 zones. So technically able to be crafted. So like I said, we can craft arrows if we can farm them in the zones that we are in. So, for the challenge. We're just going to run past these guys here. Not going to worry about that. We're going to head down to the end of this beach, where we have much easier to kill birds than the eagles that fly away on Agro's ranges, much less than the penguins. I say that I'll probably only be able to kill 3 of these and they'll fly away, but let's see. All right, so a lot of rocks. Look for the rocks, right? And tag your penguins and go. Okay. So here's one. Come down here. There's tons of rocks. Just look for the rocks. You'll find the birds. Another one. For every one you get, there's probably going to be one that flies away. Whatever. It happens. But really, you don't need a crap ton of pinions. That's the cool part about, like, making these arrows. Because what? For every 1 pinion, I think you get 4 arrows. Right? Oh, am I going to get 3 here? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He didn't drop one, though, so it didn't even fucking matter. Yep, so this is the first part of our farm. Get another. Let's go. Cool. So usually I'll do 1 full run of this. Then I will do a full run of bones. I'll show you those. The blood petals are the ones that in this area are going to be a little bit more lengthy to farm. And that's because they're just not as plentiful as they are in Liurnia. I think we're done with all the penguins. I think we got them all. Just a quick look. Yeah, so really once you're done with that circle, you're done with the penguins. All right, so we got as many as we could, right? So that's part 1 of the farm. Part 2 is you come right down here at Church of Pilgrimage. And once we are at the church, you are just going to turn, hop on your horse. And the cool part is most of this can just be done from Torrent. You are going to see just a metric fuck ton of sheep as you go down this. I mean, just so many. Like, insane amounts. I probably shouldn't be on horseback because I suck on horseback. But usually I'll kill quite a few and then I'll just run around and I'll just pick everything up. So, let's see, here's some. Most will drop. Dog? I'll leave the dog alone. Yes, dog. Alright, so let's look for all the bodies that have all the beast bones. I want to know who the hell started that whole thing where tortoises in this game are dogs. It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like whoever did it, clever you. But so here's the second grouping, right? But there's even more. Like this isn't even all of them. There's more. Just you gotta look around. But they're like to the east, to the west. There's just sheep fucking everywhere around here. Wow, how did I whiff on all of those? Right, that's pretty good. Let's hop off. Grab these. Boom, boom, boom. And sometimes you'll get see like one of those just drop 3. It's pretty rare, but when it happens, it's nice, right? So I think we already got all those. Any others down here that we missed? Not that up, right there. So yeah, doing like 2 loops is ideal. You'll get a lot of stuff, and then you can just craft like, I don't know, I think somewhere in the ballpark of 60, 80, 120 arrows. It just depends on how many kills you get and how good you are at this. Obviously, I'm not good. Grab that, go get this cat right here. I hate when they roll away from me like crazy far. It's annoying. I've seen so many sheep roll like that in my lifetime, you know? Alright, there's a few more over here. Like I said, you don't have to do a full run either. Like, you can just, I don't know, kill 10 and call it a day, right? Kill 10 of these, go farm 10 blood petals, go get 10 pinions, and be like, alright, let's go. Let's craft our fucking shit. Alright, cool. Get those. Let's call that. And now, for the last part, fort height. So here. Good part is once you clear this fort, the best part about this is the enemies just don't respawn. So you have the castle to yourself. And then I believe there is at least 1 blood rose that I have found on the outskirts of this place. There may be more. And if you guys happen to know, feel free to drop a comment in chat or on my YouTube when I post that up tomorrow. So these are Rauer fruit, so it's not those. There's a blood rose, right? So it's right by the stairs. But then if we look around, I'm pretty sure it's the only one. Those aren't dark enough. Those aren't blood roses. And I don't think we have a blood rose over here. Could be some back here, maybe? Nah. Okay. So, yeah, there's only one outside, right? That I found. Might be some hidden there. Actually, one other thing I want to check. Let's just check, like, to the right. Because, like, I've never actually gone up here. Is that a blood rose? No, it's Rawa. Okay. It's weird because, like, I read online, people are like, oh, yeah, there's a bunch. Like, that's the word that I read. There's a bunch at Fort Height. Around Fort Height. No. I see one. Like I said, no enemies. So, no getting scared here. You don't need to pop your, summons or anything like that. Alright, so let's count here. We got a second one right there. No more in the back. That's 2 blood rose. That's 3 blood rose. Okay. Here is 4 blood rose. Not a blood rose. Alright, so I count 4 per run. Now, I don't believe there are any... you can also get some smoldering butterflies there. Pretty nice. I don't think there are any in here. Or, like, any that are actually, like, just rando drops that keep respawning. So yeah, I think we get 4 blood rose. Is it great? No, but here's the good part, right? Look where the respawn is. So since we got so many so many pinions and so many thin bones, I'm just gonna do a second run of this real quick. And that's just because, like, we need a little more to actually make that whole run worth it. As far as the blood roses go. Is that Rawa? It is. Meanwhile, like, on the way up here, I'm just going to also check to make sure, I'm kind of not missing anything. But we know there's the one by the stairs, right? Boom, right there. And I don't know if any of these ever drop 2 or 3. I don't believe... maybe I've seen one drop 2. It's possible. I've been like, oh yeah, blood rose 2. Okay, cool. It's possible. But I don't know how that works. I don't know what the percentage chances are. So, again, back corner, right? Grab your one back here. That's 2. Okay, grab your one here. That's 3. And then grab your one here. That's 4. So, yeah, I didn't see any 2s there. Can't break in there. I don't see one in there. And I don't see one, like, in here or anything. So, yeah, it's 4. But, yeah, so let's go to item crafting. Fletched. So if you're not doing fletched, again, less damage, you don't need the flight pinions. I think we're going to be able... Let's see how many we can make. We can make 70. So, I mean, that's not bad. I feel like for maybe... I don't know, like, what... I don't know how many minutes we spent there, but we got 70. Let's call it 10 minutes, okay? That's maybe a 10-minute farm, and we get 70 blood arrows. Now, given I shot so many at Godrick. I mean, you guys saw me. I was just, like, trying to peg him just to get some of those blood loss things going on him. So they go quick, right, during boss fights. But if you're just fighting like normal enemies, like those birds and stuff, like, you know, all you're trying to do is proc the bleed. That's literally all you're trying to do. Like, once you proc it, swap, now you get the bleed, the big chunks off, go in there and hit them a couple of times type deal. That's how I use them. And I also know that bleeding passively is going to scale with your arcane stat, which we're not really doing in this build, so I don't know if it's just going to get worse as the game goes on, but I thought it was just another tool to have, and for right now it's working pretty decently. And it's also going to scale with the level of the bow too, so, you know, as we get Misbegotten up there further and further, like, hopefully it'll be a little bit better later on as well. So that's pretty much it. I figured I'd show you guys that before we got off stream and everything, but we did get through Stormveil, so I promise for the next episode, since we have finished, we are going to Liurnia. And once there, we'll go ahead and unlock the map piece here, and we're going to work on doing South Liurnia on Sunday into Southeastern Liurnia. And yeah, we'll go from there. We are saving Crucible Knight. Not doing that yet. And Knight of Bernal from the War Master Shack. He's rough. So I think my goal will be to do those maybe once we get another 5 to 10 levels. I like to be 40. And right now we're sitting at 39. I guess we're close. So yeah, maybe we'll get a level and we'll come back and we'll work on them this weekend. I definitely want to get Lord Swarm plus 7. That'd be so maybe we'll find a mine at the start of Liurnia, get in there, try and mine some stuff, and see if that helps. We got to get the scaling higher on this thing. At a plus 6, I'm actually pretty shocked the strength or the dex isn't a C yet. I was hoping to see it move up and creep up a little, but it might need to be a 7 or 8 before we see that, so we'll see. But anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. I know it's a bit sloppy for the first 20-30 minutes this evening. Feel like once we kind of got a little deeper into the castle, closer to Godrick, things got a little better, so... if you stuck with me, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. If you tuned in even for a little bit, I just appreciate everything you guys can give me. Please make sure that you guys get in there, hop in my Discord, shoot me a sub on YouTube, like, follow on Twitch. Just anything you can do really, really helps the community grow. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys on Sunday at noon. Have a good evening.